Okay, so part two of the mermaid pumpkin. So I did the blue and then the green, and I found out that the green strips and the blue ones actually came, since they were the row of 15, the row of 15 you could actually take off all as one unit and use it. So I did a lot more green. That's all I had of the blue anyway. Okay, so the next step I'm going to is the green, which is finishing it off, and I'm going to do the flat piece around the bottom. So I'm just going to tear off the back and lay this nicely on top of the white pumpkin. And even if there's some either overlap or some room in between, it's okay. All right, and that I just press on, and then at the top you see there's like, I cut the little strips into it, so I could use every other one if you wanted to pull back and make it more of a custom fit. Okay, and this one won't go down and that one will. Okay, this one lays on top of that one. Now I'm going to use the glue gun for another part of this project anyway, so if you wanted to, you could add your glue gun right now. Okay, so that's one. I did 3 down at the bottom of the purple. I'm going to do 3 at the top to go around the top of the, with the aqua. Let's see how they meet up. This might be a little tricky, but I think if I meet them up at the bottom, then I could always just overlap them at the top, but you can have extra. Once you put on anything on here, you can't remove it because the paint will come right off with it. So you sort of want to just be happy with it, whatever happens with it. I just want to do every other one to lay down and then put the other one on top of it. And so this one was down and this one was up, and this one's down on top of that one. That one's a up one, this one's a down one, and all the way around like so. Okay, and that's gonna go on the top. With one more strip to do around there. I'm not gonna need this entire strip on here. So rather than just have to cut it right about here. Almost rip it, but I have my scissors. And let's see if that's enough or too much. No, it's fine because it can overlap. And I'm just going to pull off the back. Okay. It helps if you have a pumpkin spice latte at the same time or right before this. Okay, so here we go around with the last. Okay, and every other one is going to lay down, down, up, down, all the way around. That one goes down on top of that one, that goes on top of those two, and that goes on top of that. And ta-da, that is almost the final process. Now, I knew I was going to have some room at the top, and what I planned on doing, I added the pearls at the top of the stem, okay? And since I have a lot of the white pumpkin left too, I'm going to add the sequins on there. Since I have my trusty glue gun ready, I just wanted to show you how I added the pearls in no order. And just make sure you have extra glue sticks around. Okay. And I used like the big, there was 4 different sizes. But I'm not being crazy about how many or which ones you use. So just, you know, a random amount up there. Just make sure they go all the way up. And I probably should have some kind of protection so I don't get burnt. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm gonna add, since I have the bigger sequins are silver and green. Even though I have gold and I have pink and I have purples, they're kind of on the tinier side. So I'm just gonna kind of randomly add these. And maybe right in between with them, maybe so I'll just do a nice little row of glue. And then some, just alternate my sequins, silver and green. Not in any specific order, just to make it like a little fancy little addition to the top of it. Okay, so I'm going to go around with those, finish with that, and maybe even throw a pearl in between one or two if they don't escape you. And you need, you know, lots of glue for that, because the glue dries pretty fast, especially, you know, now as the day's a little dry out. So you can add that, some greens, some silvers. Like I said, it doesn't have to have any kind of specific pattern or whatever you want to do. If you want to make a nice pattern out of it, you can do that. Okay, the last thing I was going to do, just to polish it off, and I don't want you to have to look at it too long, but I just happen to have a seashell ornament, so I was just going to hang that from the top of it. And there, ta-da, is a mermaid pumpkin. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks. Have a great day. Happy tails.